Hello friends, Prashant here. So in first video we have seen the implementation of bitset class. So in this video we will be seeing the implementation of treeset class. So already we have created one project called Java.ds. So what we'll do, we'll add one Java class. So click on com, then new, then add one class. Give the class name as a treeset demo. Then we'll require one main method. So click on the main method, then finish. So now we'll start with the implementation of treeset class. Before starting the implementation, just I want to tell you one thing. Treeset class will use the balanced tree as an underlying data structure to store the elements. Again, it will does not maintain the insertion order as it is a subclass of set class. Then next, what we are not able to store the heterogeneous objects, means what if we are storing the elements like only string type, so we are able to store only string type element. So there we are not able to store string and integer same type inside a single tree set. So here if we try to store the heterogeneous objects, it will give one error, class cast exception. So we have to take care of that. So now what we'll do, we'll define one class call treeset. We'll create one object s equal to new treeset. So here for treeset we are having two constructors. Here we have to import the package. For treeset total we are having two constructor. One is default constructor. With the help of default constructor we are able to maintain the default natural sorting order of the elements. Means what if we store the element in one form, that is first मैंने store किया, first we have stored 10, then 20, then 3, it will give the ascending order, that is standard natural default order. Then next what we'll do, we'll have one constructor, that is parameterized constructor, where we are passing a uh, object of comparator class, that is the object of comparator interface. So now what we'll do, we'll add some element inside the tree set. So for that we are having one method called add. S dot add will store the object, will store string object a, and again we'll try to store more elements. Then next z, next is what we call is q, then we'll store small a. So here we'll get output like this. Just we'll do one thing, for font we'll change the font size. So now what we'll try to print this tree set. So we'll write sysout statement, inside we'll pass the object of tree set s. So now here we'll get the output like what, first we'll be printing a, then z, then q, then at the end a. Here as we are using default constructor, so it will maintain the standard, or we can say default standard natural order of sorting. So just what we'll do, we'll run this code, we'll check the output. So here we are able to see the output. First output is a, then q, then z, then a. So here as we know the ASCII value of small a is greater then the ASCII value of capital A. So here we are getting the output in ascending order, that is first small, then A, then Q, then Z, then A. Now what we'll do, if we, as we have mentioned one point, that in tree set we are not able to store the heterogeneous objects. Means what, if we are storing string object only, then we have to focus on only string. If we try to add the heterogeneous object, will get error. So that we'll see as dot add new integer 10. Now this is what we call is heterogeneous object. So now we'll run the code. So here we'll get one error call class cast exception. This error will get here. So now just we'll run the code. So here is the error. What it is saying? Exception in thread main.java log class cast exception. Means what? In tree set we are not able to store the heterogeneous objects. So now what we'll do, just we'll comment this line, okay, so that we can run the code. Okay, so it's now it's running. So now what we'll do, here we have created the tree set for string type data. Now what we'll do, we'll create one tree set again for integer type of data. We'll do s1 dot add $50, then we'll add some more elements. The value can be again 10, then 4, again we'll add one more element, that is 12. Now here we'll get output in again in ascending order. That's why so will print the s1 object. So now we'll run this code and we'll see the output. So here we are getting again ascending order. First we have added the element 50, then 10, then 4, then 12, but it in output we are able to see the output as a sorted output. It is what? Standard natural sorting order. So here we can make one point, that if I want to get the standard sorting order, we have to use the default constructor of that tree set class. That's it for the video. Thank you.